What's up everybody, it is Colin here, and in this video I want to talk about the big opportunities coming up for affiliates in 2020. So we're at the end of 2019, the holiday season is upon us, tons of opportunities right there, but we want to think ahead, we want to think into 2020 and see what the traffic opportunities are in 2020 for affiliates. So I have lined up 4 different traffic sources: Facebook, push, native, and search, and what are the opportunities in regards to those platforms. So when we look into the term of social pay-per-click, Facebook will continuously come up. Apart from Facebook, obviously there are traffic sources like Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok booming right now, which will I elaborate on in a different video. Facebook, however, is becoming more strict by the day. Black hat is dying. It has been crippled for a while, but I believe in 2020 it will get the knockout punch. Facebook is cracking down more and more every single day. So what I recommend is do not develop any more business practices into the black hat. My whole media buying team, so one of my 2 media buying companies, was relying quite heavily on the black hat, and they're now making the transition into advertising white hat on Facebook, and that transition is obviously difficult. If you are running black hat campaigns quite aggressive, either with cloaking or without cloaking, you can expect way lower ROI for the same amount of work. You need a different approach, like for instance, the insurance vertical is doing great for us. However, the thing there is that you need to make new relations, new opportunities, develop those verticals, the angles that you're using. So the behavior pattern on Facebook has quite well reached the maturity stage, which means that there's tons of affiliates promoting on Facebook and other advertisers as well, basically, right? So Facebook can make their own rules right now. They can cut you from the platform whenever they want because they have significant cash flow, one of the biggest cash flows in the world, basically, right? The opportunities there is still that white hat has a huge open space. Sooner or later, when black hat gets cut off, all the affiliates will transit. So if you make the transition right now, you have great opportunity for yourself. With Facebook, the advertising is still great as long as you know what you're doing. However, platforms like Snapchat is very doable, relatively lower CPM, more unique platform. And then we look at TikTok. Huge new market, great opportunities for advertisers, but you got to be there right now. Whether you want to go organic or paid, it is a whole new experience in terms of the platform, how the users think. I will make a separate video on TikTok, but people tell me it's a young audience. The relevant audience is basically 14 to 25. Being able to advertise at 18 years and older, whether you supply your products from CPA networks, the opportunity is there. So Facebook is still good, but also look for other social pay-per-click traffic sources. When we look at push, however, it is always, is Chrome or whatever source they use going to shut down the widgets, are going to shut down the ability to obtain opt-ins for the big sources like Propeller Ads, Zero Park, Rich Push. I try not to look at that problem because that problem will be there with every single traffic source. What happens when it gets shut down tomorrow? You lose a significant part of your business. Therefore, the opportunity is not necessarily in relying on one traffic source, but push is a great traffic source to add to your current business. Push, I would say, is relatively easy to get started, needs a relatively low testing budget, and still has billions amount of impressions per day. So that way you're able to maybe pick up 20 to 50% of your revenue from push. I wouldn't push 100% of your revenue, your sole business into push, unless you're doing like less than 10K a month, where you're just like starting up. However, push still has big opportunities. The rules are now being structured more coherent, so it's not a free-for-all. There are certain rules in place to protect the user, to protect the database, and this, for me, is an opportunity because we don't run the black hat shady campaigns on push. We're actually running real offers like e-com, but also sometimes some sweeps, and in this scenario, it offers yourself and the partner network you're working with the ability to make custom deals. So whether you say like direct media buys of like 100K, 200K, and go through the platform, create certain flows that are new, develop on what already works, and that way go beyond the regular affiliate marketing business. So for beginners, it's a great place because you can start with relatively low volume, low budget, and you get results quite fast. For more advanced affiliate, it is nice to get a portion of your traffic from push, as it is not stable in terms of results, but there's so much volume available that you will always be able to run. And there's obviously way less rules than social media pay-per-click traffic. However, what I said is now there are rules in place which give you more structure. So you know not to run the shady campaigns, for instance, and you know now how to structure it for longevity. So apart from Facebook, I really personally like push. We've been running with Zero Park for quite some time, still running some propeller ads, now diving into AdMaven, Rich Push, because if you have all these different platforms which offer you the same structure, which is the push notification traffic, you can diversify as well. You can opt into different sources that way, and you can basically build a more stable business out of it instead of running with only one source. Then we have the native, right? The native has been big, then came up, then slowed down, then came up and slowed down. And I assume this will go for 2020 as well. The big opportunities for native in 2020, especially in Q1, is obviously Nutra. Nutra, money, relative terms, people have experienced the holiday season, are either broke or fat, and it's a new year, new me kind of bullshit where you can take advantage of as an affiliate. The Nutra, but also the DSP networks, where you can basically buy in on the DSP, you give them some margin, and they distribute across all the native platforms available in that specific DSP, like for instance, Volume DSP. Native has such insane volumes that you can really scale beyond 7 figures a month easily. However, the main problem is the bidding wars and of course the bot traffic. So in that regard, just like push, you have to optimize on source and optimize on target placements. You would need a significant higher budget for native. So I would say start with 10, 20K as a testing budget on native. This automatically means that this is not for beginners. That is what it is. So for beginners, push and Facebook are quite easy to get started. Native, not so much. However, it is still a wide open traffic source, which is dominated by some certain parties, some big media buying companies. But if you go for the low-hanging fruit, if you want to make like 1 to 5K a day, it is very much doable. It is very interesting. I've been thinking about running native big scale for quite some time. I just didn't have the time. But I believe in 2020, this will be a new opportunity that I seize for my affiliate marketing campaigns. Last but not least, the old school search. So for search, you can run Bing, you can run Google. Google a lot more strict when it comes to affiliate marketing campaigns. The structure where you obtain leads and you monetize them through an email list still works quite well. It depends on how you bring the value to the email list. Myself, having an open rate of average 38%, I would say is still pretty good. The messenger bot structure on Facebook is changing quite a lot in January 15, 2020, which means you're not able to spam people anymore, but that should not be the sole interest of your list, spamming them. What you want to do is you want to provide them value continuously, and that way engage them so they trust you, and you sometimes pitch an offer because you also need to make money, right? Everybody understand how it works. However, you can also run your search through a bridge page or sometimes with Bing even direct linking to the office. If you look at how much volume is available with search, obviously the amount of volume available is insane. It's comparable to native compared to Facebook. Searches per day. AdWords is a great tool. I recently started utilizing it not for affiliate marketing campaigns, but for our own in-house media buying, where we basically buy Google ads, we buy YouTube ads for our new Dijs University, right? So search opens up so much more traffic. However, it's a whole different layout way of advertising compared to Facebook push and native, right? Each of these traffic sources require their own structure. However, for search, same as thing, Make Money Online, Nutra will be huge in the Q1 of 2020, like it always has been in history. So I can recommend to look at these 4 traffic sources. Keep your eye out on the TikTok content, which will drop in a couple of days. TikTok, a new great traffic source for you to explore. All kinds of different features available that haven't been seen. Of course, billions of impressions per country per day, things going mad viral, and you can take your opportunity. So if you have any questions about the affiliate traffic opportunities for 2020, put them down in the comments below and I'll make sure to have a look. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.